This is a banger, bro. I love this guy. BradenBuildz. He makes very, very entertaining videos. Even for people that don't know cars, bro. Like, if you're a whistling diesel viewer, this guy makes amazing videos. Yo, we need to clean those teeth, my boy. We need to clean those. No, I'm playing. I'm playing. This is a fire channel. I haven't seen this video. Rescuing a school bus that has been sitting 10 years, bro. That sounds hella entertaining. It is an hour and 12 minutes long, but it's fire. Like, I watched this one, rescuing a low mileage military truck that's been sitting for 13 years. That was so entertaining. I love the military truck videos. The military truck videos are amazing. I also watched this one. I really like military cars. That's cool. Seeing a old military car start again is very nice. We're going to sit here and watch this whole hour and 12-minute video. And I hope that we enjoy it.
This international school bus has been sitting a little over 10 years, and today we're going to try to get it running and driving again. Now, you may be wondering, Braden, what's up with the school bus? If you remember in the last video, I scooped up a military truck for a really good deal. I basically paid 13 grand for a $30,000 to $40,000 truck. Now, I shouted that person out that put me on that deal at the end of the video. His name is Matt. Well, Matt has bought this. Matt rents this property out for his appliance repair business, and this bus has been sitting here for 10 years. I guess the owner...
So he's been going to, in the last video, he went to someone's property. They had a military truck sitting there for storage. He repurposed it. Well, he didn't repurpose it. He restored it, basically. Got it running. Took it, and I'm guessing he sold it. And now he did the same with a school bus. That is cool. Imagine having a school bus on your yard, and you just suddenly sell it. And you get to see someone refurbish it and take it out of here. That's crazy. Not refurbish it, restore it in a way that it drives. It looks like this bus has been driven, and it's also been lived in. There's an AC unit in the bus. That's interesting.
The owner of the property is getting rid of a bunch of stuff, and Matt bought this. He said it would be cool to turn it into a school V. After Matt bought this, he texted me and asked if we could get this.
A school V. That's a cool name. An RV, but it's a school bus.
Thing going again, and I figured I owed it to him.
We're not going to pause an insane amount because this is already in an hour and 12-minute video.
This thing running and driving again after he put us on that last deal. Supposedly, this thing ran, drove, and parked right here 10 years ago.
It's got antler horns on the front.
Full of tools, fuel, batteries, everything we're gonna need to get this bus going again. Now, we are starting a little later in the day. Sun's already starting to go down. The first thing I want to do is get that weed eater, whack all of these weeds down so a bunch of government experiments aren't crawling all over my legs.
Government experiments is
funny.
funny.
But I don't see any poison ivy hidden in here. Once we get these weeds knocked down, we'll pop the hood.
Well, that poison ivy grows on trees.
Figure out what engine is in this thing. I know in these 80s Internationals, there were like at least 3 or 4 different engines, I think, that went in them. There was the old International 7.3, there was the...
Yo, this dude knows so much about cars. I don't know anything about cars, but boy, does he make it good and entertaining.
International DT360, the DT466, nice. The DV550.
Bro, those look
It'll be
so
really interesting
old.
to see what this thing has in it. Oh, there we go. Oh, two-stroker's got some power. I'm just kidding, it's electric.
Bro, there's no need for that. This dude's LARPing his own weed eater. Alright, we don't skip this part. He's cracking it open.
Let's pop this thing open.
Ooh.
Yep, man, we got all kinds of weeds growing in this engine bay.
Shit.
Look right
Can we
there.
smoke that?
International. Now that is looking like a pretty big engine. I don't
wow,
think
that is rusty. Oh my god. I wonder if like rust would, if it rusts on the inside, I wonder if it'll blow it off. Like it would just blow it out and it would restore itself by running.
7.3. It's definitely going to be a medium duty engine.
I don't think the rust would pose a problem really. Unless it's really rusty, because I feel like the heat and all that would just, you know, it wouldn't allow it to damage
See if we got any oil in the old rig.
Ooh, that shit's gonna be clay.
Oh yeah, we got oil.
Oh, there's actual oil. I don't know how long this has been sitting here,
so. Get a better look. Once we get all the weeds out of the way, That is
Ooh.
definitely not the 7.3 that they told me was in it.
Those
I'm pretty
spark plugs on the
confident
top.
This is gonna be the International DV550, which is a 9-liter V8 diesel. Yep, that right there is a big girl. So here you've got your air compressor.
It's like a
got your
tractor
alternator
engine.
there, and let's go over to the other side. We've got a dual fuel filter setup here, and this is gonna be our fuel primer. Some of that's looking a little bit wet. I bet it's starting.
It's such an interesting buy though, like a school bus. Go from working on military vehicles, now a school bus.
The leak after all these years. Our fuel delivery line is looking pretty terrible. You guys know how I
That
feel
shit
about
looks like
fuel lines on diesels.
Oh my god, it's got straight busts in it.
Normally when they look like this, I don't even mess with them. I just pull them off and get a new one. Because it may not be wet and it may not be leaky, but all it takes is one little bitty pinhole that's big enough to suck air but not big enough to leak diesel. And this thing is going to suck air and run like crap. There's a lift pump on the side of the injection pump that's going to be driven by a cam. You've got your power steering pump.
Don't know what the hell he's talking.
Right here. And here's your coolant reservoir. Let's see if this thing has any coolant.
Damn, this shit is old.
Let's take a look-see inside here. Son, that thing is looking to be
Wow.
bone dry.
What else is in there, bro? That's a crazy CSGO pattern right there. That'll be fire on a gun. You got the yellow. It's probably like some corrosion. You got the lines right there. What is that? That shit looks like PewDiePie's logo.
And that thing is looking to be bone dry. We're definitely going to want to make sure we've got something in the radiator before we start this thing up. I mean, we can make sure it runs first.
You know this dude knows what he's talking about when you hear that draw, that accent.
And what your thermostat is rated for, your coolant doesn't even begin to flow throughout the engine until your engine reaches a certain temperature. So we can start it up, just make sure it runs, and then fill it up with coolant. We're definitely going to be looking into replacing these filters. Filters do have a shelf life, especially when they are full of fluid. Diesel will start going bad in the filters, and it will clog the filters up. In my last video, there's a lot of people that criticized me for draining the old diesel and gas after it had been sitting for 13 years. And they said that diesel does not go bad, and there were so many people that said it made me second guess myself. But I went to Google, sure enough, plenty of evidence proving that modern diesel does begin to go bad after about 12 months. But from my own personal experience, I have made diesel engines that have been sitting for a long time run a lot better after draining the old fuel and putting new fuel in it. My military record set for a long time. It was a complete dog when I got it running again. I ran that thing till it was about completely empty of fuel, ran to the gas station, filled it up, put some new diesel in it, and that thing felt like a rocket ship afterwards. One time, my dad's little Ford tractor had set for a long...
So does older diesel stop working? It doesn't sound like it. Sounds like it works less. Like it doesn't work as well, but it still works. It's like moisturizer. When you have moisturizer and it goes bad, it stops working as well, but it still works.
Started it up, the thing ran like crap. Drained the diesel out of it, put new diesel in it, it ran great again. Modern diesel is a lot different than the diesel that you probably grew up with. Uh-oh, it seems like we have some company. We got a couple wazzles right there. Starting fluid.
A what?
Oh, they're company. We got a couple wazzles right there.
Wazzles,
Starting
bro.
fluid. Oh, they're done. They're done.
Hey, why don't you just get raid? Just get some raid, bro.
Let's take a look inside this thing real quick. Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, I knew it, bro.
Got a big old pile of cat turds.
What
or
the
raccoon
fuck?
turds. I'm not really sure on that. Yeah, this thing's been sitting for a while.
Oh, I don't even know if this is worth it. How much did he pay for this? Oh my god. This thing is rusted everywhere.
Should have brought a mask, man. This looks like a nice mattress. This would be a good place to sleep tonight.
Yeah, I'm sure you'd sleep on
that. Right there.
Ugh.
Whew-wee. I'd probably haul this thing off to the scrapyard. Well, the owner dropped the key.
Yeah.
Off. He had him locked up in his office. I guess he thought someone was gonna come and steal this thing. Let's at least stick this key in here and make sure it's the right one. If not, I'm gonna have
God,
to
that thing
it.
needs work.
Will it crank? No, it will not. Some kind of throttle controller here. I believe this is gonna be the start button, maybe. This is probably a shut off. Of course, she's in neutral right now. 43,000.
Bro, he shouldn't. Unless he got this for like $1,000. This is a terrible buy.
371 miles. It's probably rolled over. We're looking.
Not cause it's not that it's not restorable. It's that it would take so much time to get this in good condition. Like even sellable condition. Like everything is cooked on it. Like when the screws start looking like a fucking brown butthole, you have an issue.
At least 140 or 240. Yeah, Yeah, she's something. Where the heck is the seat? The seat's gone. How are we gonna drive this thing when I get it going? I gotta
Bro,
get out of
LaCroix
here.
is
We got something
insane.
blocked off over here. I bet you there's a heater core back there for the kids. Dang old kids, they don't need
bro.
no heat. Matt, I'd say you got your hands full with this one. Oh, gosh. Whew. One of the first things we're gonna need to make this engine crank is power. If I'm not mistaken, the batteries are gonna be in one of these compartments here. I'm a little bit scared to open this. Okay. No batteries in there.
Yeah, with all that shit inside the bus, I would be too.
There they are. I'm gonna have to move whatever this is.
My God, what is that?
All right, here is our batteries. And not only are we going to get this thing running, but Matt wants to fix this thing up, so we might as well throw.
It's really interesting that heavy duty cars like this take multiple batteries, and then for tanks they design like special batteries. And you actually no, I think tank batteries literally are just a wooden box usually, and then they just stick multiple batteries. Like they don't even take the time to manufacture big batteries unless it's for something like really special.
Throw some new batteries on it. They've been sitting completely dead for a while. Your chances of reviving,
Like even the military generators, they're just like 4 regular ass civilian batteries on the inside.
them are pretty slim. Your chances of them actually lasting are even more slim. Let's start pulling these cables off. Dang it, son. We got a little nest back here.
A nest of what?
I guess they're long gone. It could have been 6 years ago.
Yeah. That's definitely like a rat nest or something. Bro, that entire thing is about to fall through.
Now, something just as important as having adequate power is having really good battery connection. So I'm just gonna hit these real quick. All right, I came prepared. We have brand new Napa batteries to throw into this bus. It will be very interesting to turn the key and see if this thing has power after we put these batteries in here. Guys, I just realized...
I'm guessing he's gonna get this running, and then someone he knows is gonna do the rest. Like, they're gonna restore the actual bus.
This is a tray that pulls out. Why didn't y'all tell me? Work harder, not smarter. All right, well, you can't pull it out all the way. Now, it seems like these batteries are just a little bit different style than old ones, so we're gonna have to do some adapting. See, they only have the main terminal, and this is gonna require a stud unless we
Yes, I see it. That hole is too small for that big one.
adapt it. So I did have these in my garage that I brought with me in case this happened. Stick this on here, and this one right here.
I don't think he has enough. It might run off of one battery.
Now we can start throwing our power side on now. Uh-oh. Fellas, you hear that? It almost sounds like a blower motor. I'm not sure what it is.
What the heck is that?
The blinker's on.
What the heck?
Oh, well, that buzzer just went off. And we were actually missing a
Shit's about to
cable
blow
from this
up.
battery to this battery, so I did bring an extra cable. I have no idea what I pulled this off of, but it was sitting in my shed. Today
Bro,
we are donating it
This dude's just putting weird science experiments on the bus.
to the cause.
I would not trust. I don't know much about batteries and cars, but holy, my draw just came out. Oh my God, my Texan draw. I'm notoriously known, no one knows me for this, but I do, that I live in Texas and I do not have a draw. And I've been around very Texan people.
All right, all of the new batteries are hooked up, cables cleaned up, it is wired in parallel. Now I want to go inside this thing and check this thing out.
Yeah, you want to?
Look, it didn't cut
Holy
myself on that.
tetanus. What is that sound?
What is that noise? Oh,
It's a
is it
radio.
just a light? No.
The radio. Bro, he just pressed a light with no wire connected.
God.
Camera, yeah, radio. It's like an interface.
Ali. Well, that works. Oh, the wipers work.
Oh my god, I thought that was the sound of the car starting up.
The other wiper does not. Just make sure that all of these are off. This thing is supposed to swivel open, but the hinge is so rusty that it does not want to come open. I wonder if it's that bus right there. Look at all the dirt daubers in there, dude. Ugh. Holy heck. They built all kinds of nests in there.
Like, what is the point of this anymore? The video, that's it. That's the only point. They're gonna throw this shit in the scrapyard as soon as they're done. Oh.
Oh, goodness. Well, this thing cranks. I totally thought that this would be the ignition switch. Well, shoot. That thing sounded like it was hitting.
Yeah, I was about to say, it sounds like it's about to turn over. It sounds like about to turn on. It just turned on. Runaway diesel, runaway diesel.
It's running away.
Yup. You can't shut it off, and so the RPMs just get higher and higher and higher until it heats up and explodes, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's dying. Ooh, he is lucky. Oh my god.
Okay, the thing just fired right up. That, my friends, was a runaway. I probably should have looked into the injection pump a lot more before I cranked this thing. The reason I grabbed the screwdriver is because I was gonna try to jam the stop valve shut on the injection pump. That was the quickest will it start that has ever been on this channel. So I pulled the stop. I think this is what I pulled here. I immediately pulled the shut off. It looks like that's engaged.
The amount of bugs in there.
I'm really not sure why this thing shut off. I pulled the manual shut off from the dash as soon as this thing started taking off, and it did not stop until long after. Maybe it ran out of fuel. Maybe it sucked air through the lines and stopped running.
Brother said, I'm not sure why it stopped. This thing has probably 1,000 different problems
Fuel
with
feels like it's primed anymore. Oh yeah, there's nothing there. I bet you that's exactly what happened. It ran itself out of fuel because it's probably sucking air through that line. Make sure it didn't
That's
lock
the
itself
problem?
up.
It ran out of fuel? It's not that it's about to explode?
Oh yeah, it ain't locked up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, BradenBuildz' first ever diesel runaway. You just witnessed it. I was looking over there at that air box while this thing was running away, thinking to myself,
I bet his heart was pumping.
what could I stick into that air box to make it quit? Obviously, the engine needs air to run, so if you block off the air, you should get it to quit. But to be honest with you guys, if this thing was to blow apart, sling a rod out the side of the block, I don't want to be anywhere near it. What I want to do now is pull the cover off the side of that injection pump and see if there's anything stuck. See if we can see the rack itself. And if we can see the rack, I'm going to douse that thing in penetrating oil, and we are not going to try to start this thing up again until I know that that rack is moving completely free.
The rack
seems to be 3, I'm gonna guess 10mm bolts on the side of this injection pump that's holding that cover on.
Yo, if you can explain this whole system to me down in the comments, please do.
Bolts there, pull the cover off, and
also all this was streamed live at twitch.tv/Anidevvera.
hopefully we can get access to our rack on this thing. Also, this fuel hose is kind of right in my way, so I'm probably gonna remove it too. Okay, we've got
I'm surprised you even got that off.
That hose is just twisting itself apart. Look at that, man.
Bro, how is that thing even alive?
Alright, there it is. We're gonna be getting a new one of those hoses. Now there should be a screen in this inlet to this injection pump, but we want to make sure we cover this up.
I'm pretty sure he covers this up so that way like no dust or anything weird gets in there. Man, that is so corroded. That shit looks like the bottom of those nasty ass cast iron pans that your family tries to convince you, oh, that's seasoning. That's seasoning, and it's literally flaking off rust and shit into your food, and people will be like, that's seasoning. That's seasoning. You're ruining the seasoning. Oh, it has seasoning from years of usage. No, it's nasty.
I don't think these will come out all the way. Never mind, yes they do. Okay. I've got the cover out now.
Cover.
There we go.
Okay, man, that looks pristine inside there.
I don't know how
like
well
it
you
really
guys are gonna
keeps
be
it fresh. Oh my god.
able to see it, but if you look up there, there's some little knobs above those springs, and they're supposed to move back and forth. They are not moving, so the rack is in fact stuck. So I'm going to actuate it right now. So this is what I'm doing. Now you should see some movement.
Yeah, there's nothing there, buddy. There's nothing there. You can pull me out now.
Are you seeing any movement?
No.
I can't even see what you're seeing. If no, then well, that's not good. So what I'm gonna do is get in here and spray that rack really well.
bro, it's like Ninja. I'm not seeing any movement. I'm not seeing any movement. Bro, we need to bring that back. That did not get enough, like, publicity. That did not get enough publicity. We need to bring that whole Ninja segment back and just start making fun of him again. I'm sorry. We just need to. That was on live TV.
Alright, hopefully this thing will free itself up or something. Another thing I may end up doing is calling a Bosch dealer, trying to get a schematic on this thing, seeing if there's anything else I can open up to get to that rack and free it up. The Bosch store is not open right now.
Bro,
so
just chat GBT it.
Summer is here and things are getting busy. Editing, filming, working on videos,
oh
working
my God,
on projects.
sponsor?
See that Duramax over there? Yeah. Pretty soon I'm gonna be tearing the front end on this thing apart and rebuilding it. Their suspension's fine, but everything else is wore out. That's what all these boxes are for. Sometimes it gets overwhelming, and with all of this stuff going on, the last thing I want to think about is what can I eat today that tastes to eat, that clean up, chicken and gravy,
What is this, Hello Fresh?
I love them because there's fresh, no
factor.
If you can some time. All done. I'm gonna might have to add this one to the favorites list. There we go. All
poured that shit out.
done.
No, I'm sure it's fire.
Any
Yo, sponsor me.
Everything to gain. I have audio on my phone. The only problem is this case obliterates the audio, so some of it's no good. So he wasn't really able to answer my questions on inspection.
It's the Bosch thing, the whatever. They're trying to give him the schematic for the engine.
On getting to the rack and the pump, but what he did say is if it's been sitting for 10 years and the rack is froze up, chances are you're not going to get it unfroze. You're gonna have to bring it here. We're gonna have to disassemble it and go through it.
No shot. They're trying to make money. They're taking advantage of him. He's being bitched. He could definitely get that shit unstuck.
Clean it up. What's the best way of going about getting it unstuck? I pulled the inspection cover off the side.
I doubt you ever get, if it's at 10 years, I doubt seriously you'll ever get it unstuck without disassembling the pump. Really? Yeah.
He said that after so many years, the diesel in the pump basically turns into lacquer and locks all of the parts up.
I don't know.
Your corners are wrong. And if it's been set 10 years, most likely that's what's happening inside every plunger. Just froze.
I don't know.
I did ask him how long he thought it took for diesel to go bad. He said 3 to 5 years. When does diesel start going bad?
I don't know. Diesel contamination. Here we go. So diesel and then water gets in it. Okay, it separates from diesel to water, and then in between them it has microbial growth, and then sludge. It starts to turn to sludge from all that.
Probably where the diesel was bought.
Yeah.
After it's set in a couple, 3 years, usually it has already started.
Yeah. Very, very experienced diesel injection pump and injector rebuilder.
I feel like, yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like just parts moving can blow that shit out. Like, not blow it all out, but I think it could move enough. Like, if you actually worked it out till it moved, I feel like it could move enough that it would push it out of the way. And it would just, like, eventually, yeah, you'd have to take it apart. But is he really going to have this shit for, like, the next 10 years?
Been in the business for a long time. It's actually the same guy that I was on the phone with in Nevada who helped me prime the injection pump on that nuclear rock truck. So, not
nuclear
a whole
rock
lot of
truck?
help, but
what?
on my way home.
We got to watch that video, too. Holy shit. Nuclear site. Oh my god. We need to watch that.
I realized I had a Bosch injection pump sitting on a shelf from a long time ago when I was trying to sell parts. I bought this injection pump really cheap from someone. I've had it listed on eBay for a very long time and nobody has bought it.
That's
so I went to my
crazy.
shed, got that injection pump and looked it
Yo,
over.
he
and
is smiling because he is like, man, that's crazy. Had that shit in my... It's like when your father has a piece of wood in his garage for like 20 years.
About the exact same injection pump that's on this DV550. And here it is. I took the inspection cover off. You can see the plungers or barrels right there. And because this is my pump I bought really cheap, I wasn't afraid to start taking it apart. So this does appear to be an inspection port on the top here. You can see that rack moving in there. I did also take a picture of the tag so that I would have the exact part number of the pump, and I requested a schematic. They told me they were unable to let me see a schematic because they might lose their contract with Bosch if they do. So I can't look at a schematic. The guy can't tell me about the inspection ports without the pump there. So without much help and without being able to look at a schematic on my own, I am very lucky to have bought that 4 years ago and still have it on the shelf so that I can take it apart and kind of experiment with it. Now we kind of have an idea of what we need to do to get the pump on the bus unlocked. All right, let's see if we can't get this thing freed up now. All right, let's take this inspection.
It would be cool because if you're a dude like this, you know so much about cars that if you took something apart of something that you don't understand, you'd be like, oh, this thing is that. Oh, that thing is this. Oh, this must be that. Oh, this thing has to connect here. And so it's like you'd figure it out pretty quick.
Off the top of this pump. All right, so here's our rack. Ooh, that thing feels really stiff.
Oh,
it's moving though, just a little.
There's probably sludge at the bottom.
Now this is the best penetrating oil you can possibly buy. It's about $33. Normally I use the knockoff brand. It's about 10 bucks, but when I'm doing serious stuff like this, we go to the expensive brand. And I'm just gonna get in here and try to shoot just about everything.
He is penetrating oil on everything. Brother,
see if we
everything.
Can move that rack back and forth a little bit. Man, it does not want to go that way.
Yeah, I think that dude was right. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Let's see if we can get the shut-off lever to move the rack like it's supposed to.
Okay. Ooh, okay.
It's going. It hits a hard spot right there. I can get it to go a little bit. There we go. Just got it to move there. Now let's see if it comes back out. I don't think the rack has to move with it when we're going back out. I'm sorry about the dogs and the lawnmower, man. We're in basically a neighborhood. I'm pretty much just gonna work this rack back and forth.
I'm not sure if he's doing much. I feel like even if he can get it to move, what that dude said was right. There's probably sludge in the bottom of there. So I don't think it's gonna do much. No, it's moving. It's definitely moving.
Man, there we go. That was a little bit easier. All right, shut off forward. Okay. It's getting somewhere. I don't like that the rack is not springing forward, but maybe we just need to fill this thing up with penetrating oil, let it sit overnight. We can work it a couple more times and then come back in the morning and then hopefully
Is it even gonna run after all that penetrating oil is in there? I'm not sure. All I know is that he's working on a
fellas,
pump
I
right
bought me a
now.
1 gallon jug of PB Blaster. I would have went with the Croyle, but I couldn't find any in stock. Filled up some Solo cups with the PB Blaster, and then I put it in this.
He's actually gonna fill the whole fucking thing with
little water bottle.
The fluid.
I'm limited to resources. I didn't bring a funnel. And then I poked a hole through the cap. And I'm basically just gonna fill up that injection pump with PB Blaster. We're gonna let it sit overnight. And I'm basically just gonna fill up that injection pump full of PB Blaster. We're gonna exercise it, working back and forth.
That is crazy.
This PB Blaster will break down all of that old diesel that is turned into lacquer, as the Bosch expert called it. And we'll go from there.
Bro, I feel like this is the last thing you wanna do.
Orange juice.
That's orange soda. That looks like piss, bro. He looks like he might just be peeing in there. Honestly, he might just be peeing in there. And he's pumping it so that way it gets like really in there. All right, now he's gonna leave it overnight, I guess. Bro, is he starting it with the fucking penetrator in there? Bro, it's spraying penetrating fluid out. Oh, it's moving though. It's moving.
So in the cab, it actually felt like I was able to pull this all the way to the stop position.
Oh, this is the thing that he pulled that I guess cut off the oxygen to the diesel engine that prevents it from running away. I believe. I think I'm making sense of
I
it.
would push it forward and crank on it, it would hit. And then when it would hit, I would pull that in and it would stop hitting. So I think this is starting to function the right way now. I mean, it's a little bit of progress. I'm starting to get excited. I'm just exercising this shut off back and forth and back and forth.
He's jerking it. He's jerking it. He's penetrating it.
That's what it's gonna take to get this thing unstuck. We are actuating that rack when we're pulling this too. So if this pulled out, we should be able to crank it and not hear one single hit. Okay, no hits. Now we push it in, it should hit. Hear that?
I guess it's a hit.
This thing tried to fire up. That means that our
Okay, so beforehand it's cranking, okay? But it's not trying to fire up because it's not getting oxygen, I believe. And then once he pushes it in, once he pushes it in, then it releases it so it can get oxygen, and then it starts firing up.
Now. Heck yes. All right, we're gonna start
so he knows
changing
it works
these
now.
Filters out now. Holy crap!
Is he twisting it tight? Isn't it supposed to be left?
I'm gonna have to take this whole dang filter housing off and bring it home with me. Oh gosh. Let's check this out. I just pierced into the side of this filter.
Oh my
Look at
god.
that junk that is coming out.
Oh my god, it's like jelly, bro.
And some of you want to tell me that diesel does not go bad.
Oh my god.
This is the fuel filter, by the way. This is not the oil filter.
Wait, that's oh my god, that's diesel? That's diesel, bro. That's not even oil. I thought that was oil.
When it sits for a very long time.
That's interesting that it's a right turn off, though.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Look at that oily substance that just came out of there, man. That's supposed to be diesel. I think we found out why this bus shut itself off. Filters are clogged.
Fuel feed line. Ooh.
That one's got diesel in it. So I bet you all the clogging is mostly happening over here, and then the cleaner diesel, the more liquidy stuff, is making it to the secondary filter, which is going to the injection
so
pump.
It's like filtering the sludge out, even though it's not supposed to.
Because this one's so clogged up. We'll just have to wait and see when we pull them apart. Tell you what, man, these little $20 Milwaukee flashlights are super handy. I'm gonna leave a link right here if you want to buy one. I'm gonna get some of the money from it.
Bro, he's plugging.
Buy yourself a $20 Milwaukee flashlight. Come on, man, help me help you. Buy you that $20 Milwaukee flashlight.
Bro, I need some money.
You gonna love that flashlight.
Give me some money for this plug.
Two
Even though
different size
one
bolts on
person's
the
gonna
same
watch
filter
this
housing.
video, bro. Maybe even 0. If you're watching this, go to
we go. Man,
twitch.tv/Anidevvera and drop me a follow.
Right there is your diesel fuel filter. Whew. Diesel don't go bad.
I'm putting in work just like he is. Hey, and listen, you could call this different levels of effort, because it is, but I'm chasing my dream and he's chasing his.
Alright, there it is.
I'm gonna become a fat giant
I'm really
streamer.
hoping to put this
Not
in
like
the vise
queso.
in a way that I can
Pause.
twist
My
it
bad.
off without cracking the housing.
My God. There we go. Now it's coming off. Yeah, it's a
Sweet, we're getting
right
off now.
turn off.
Heck yeah. I'm excited to see what this thing is full of.
Oh boy. There's the top layer. Because the diagram showed diesel and then sludge.
Just really old diesel, it seems like. I'm glad that no sludge came out of that secondary filter.
Oh, there's
That
probably
means it
sludge
would've been
in
making
there.
it past the primary. Now we've got our tar infested housing here. I really wish you guys could smell this. It smells really, really bad. It smells like I shouldn't be smelling it.
You probably
Basically.
shouldn't be.
Oh yeah, dude.
In like 20 years, this dude's
These are my
lungs
favorite channel
to be in the
locks, 'cause
fucking
these things
iron lung.
They come in so handy when I need them. Ah, this stuff is so sticky.
Imagine getting that on your skin.
Oh my gosh.
Definitely get cancer from that. That's
Oh my
diesel,
gosh.
by the way. That's not
That
oil.
is so thick.
That's diesel.
Man,
That's
is
crazy.
The craziest thing I've ever seen.
Imagine making
I actually
slime
have
with
come
that.
across this once before in the military air compressor video. That whole diesel fuel system was contaminated with this tar stuff, and it took me so long to clean it all out. So this isn't my first rodeo. I've just never seen it on a big diesel engine before. That is some degraded diesel right there. You guys know me, when the opportunity presents itself, I like to clean things up. Well, shoot. My nozzle quit working. All right, I had to change bottles out.
How
There we
does
go.
the spray bottle nozzle just stop working? If he
And
hand
here
brushes
is
this
our
shit, I'm gonna piss
secondary
myself,
filter
bro.
housing.
Hand brushing this shit would suck. I wonder what he's spraying it with. Got some Windex in there. Oh my God, he's pressure washing it. My God, he's using a fucking hurricane is what he's using. Holy shit, I've never seen a pressure washer, like, spray out like that. Man, pressure washers are so cool. Oh, that's gonna look so clean, bro. Oh my God. Stop spraying me. Stop spraying me. Hey, it's a rainbow there. Bro, you need to blow out the dust on your, like, fucking desk. There's cobwebs on his desk.
I'm gonna spray a little bit of water displacement 40 in here. Get rid of the remainder of that water.
Water displacement 40 is crazy.
All right, there we go. There's our primary filter.
Is that
housing.
actually
I
what it
cleaned up
stands
the best I
for?
could.
What does WD-40 stand for? Water displacement? Really? That's crazy.
Good. We still got some international paint.
That's
on there, but
interesting.
there
I thought he was making a
whole lot
joke.
of, lacquered up diesel in here that was.
Bro, I got a
all hard,
can of
and we got pretty
WD-40
much
behind
most of
me.
that out.
Like
And then our
down there in a
secondary
container.
Filter housing. It's also cleaned up pretty good. It also had a bunch of dirt come out of it. Again, it ain't perfectly clean, but it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah,
all
it
right,
is.
we're back at the bus. I've got new hardware. We're gonna put the secondary on first. Well, dang it, I figured out why we got two different size bolts, because we have two different size holes. It's okay, I'll fix that real quick.
Already messing
All right,
it
now
up.
our primary is going
It's
on.
already making it bad. This pristine bus, he's ruining it. Oh my God.
All right, we got a new primary filter here. We're gonna start pre-filling it. We wanna make sure we hit that filter media so we're not pouring unfiltered diesel into our filter. Now I'm just gonna.
I'm not
stick
sure
this
why
prime-
you do the whole, like, you know, filter thing. I guess it's so, like, I don't know. I'm sure it's harder on the engine to fill the whole
Mary
thing.
on the housing now. I've got the Porsche running behind me for AC because it's so hot.
Not
today
sure the
that all
actual
of my
reason why they
electronics are
fill it.
overheating. Here's our secondary filter. I'm gonna try to have this held up by these two 4x4s.
This dude's a legend, though. His work truck is a Porsche. Whose work truck is a Porsche?
I'm gonna put a little bit of this diesel treatment in the filter as well. Hopefully this is gonna get in the injection pump and kind of free it up a little bit more. And
Diesel
clean out the
anti-gel.
injectors if we've got sticky injectors.
Yeah, that probably cleans up old diesel. It prevents it from gelling up. Prevents it from turning into sludge. Oh yeah.
I always use these leather gloves to tighten up filters. I'm able to get them snug, but not too tight.
Oh my. That must be a pain. That must be so bad. Oh my god. That would be a punishment, bro.
10mm ratchet wrench.
And it looks innocent from this angle, but like he is reaching down there, like over shit.
Been nice to bring, but I've only got so much space on the Porsche work truck. There's just no space in here for you guys to see this. We got dogs barking, lawnmower passing by every 15
A
minutes.
bug in my room.
Phone ringing. Hello?
Hey, what you into?
Working on a bus.
Do you know how to properly bleed the brakes on a hydro boost system?
Are you talking about that old Chevy square body?
Nope, I'm talking, it's on a 4, it's on a 06.
Helping his friend.
No, I mean, I don't think there's a difference because I've bled all kinds of stuff with hydro boost. You just bleed it like.
Alright, we gonna
Once
skip.
we throw the hose on, we're gonna have to check out the fuel tank, make sure there's no tar in it. I did bring a pump. We're gonna pump the fuel tank out, put some new fuel in it,
tar
and then
in
we'll
the
start
fuel
priming
tank.
the system back up.
100% tar in the fuel tank.
Now I just route the other side of the hose right here.
Oh yeah.
All right, as far as the fuel system goes, everything's freshened up here. We've got new filters. We cleaned up the housings to the filters. We got a new hose that's going from the filters to the injection pump.
Damn, he's really done a lot. We're already 34 minutes into the video. He's cooking. He is cooking. This shit's been so entertaining. And I hope it's been entertaining for you too.
Port open in case this thing tries to run away once we go to start it up. If it does,
Hope
I'll
it
take a
doesn't run
screwdriver
away.
and jam that rack shut. Now, based off what we found in the primary filter, I'm a little skeptical, a little nervous, a little worried about what we might find in the fuel tank. Let's go check it out. So I did get up under here yesterday and look at the fuel tank. So there's a drain plug right there.
Oh, that shit is about ready to have holes in it.
Penetrating oil, and I put a 3/8 breaker bar on that thing and it just rounded out. So what I'm gonna try to do is suck all of the fuel out of the tank from the
broke
filler
off.
neck. I'm gonna get my Milwaukee scope the tank, see if we see anything bad in there like tar floating around. If all is well, I'm gonna put some new diesel in here, a little bit of
What is going on with this thing? Real quick, I gotta say that from watching all these videos, Milwaukee is crazy. They make so many different tools. Fuck you, bug! They make so many different tools. They make everything. They literally make everything. They make pumps, drills, wrenches, nail guns, pumps, flashlights, like cameras, hoses, pressure washers, probably everything.
diesel treatment, and we're gonna start priming the
Screwdrivers.
system up. So I believe right here is gonna be
Headlamps,
our fuel door.
helmets, probably cars.
Oh heck yeah!
I wouldn't go that
Here's
far.
the fuel cap. Dang, that thing's stuck. See if I can get it with two hands.
Man, you know it's
Good,
old
miss.
when you have to reach inside of here, inside of a compartment that could have spiders in it, and undo the fuel cap. How would you even get a fuel pump in there? Oh, okay. It looks like it looked like he was reaching in and then going this way, but it's just straight in. Oh, it's turning. It's turning. Damn. It's pressurized,
Kind of
bro.
pressure behind it. Y'all hear that? Something's been cooking in there.
Ugh. What is
look too
that?
good. Oh.
Is that metal?
Boy, this is a nasty looking fuel tank.
Did it
I'd
melt
probably just throw
like
that fuel tank away, to be honest with
aluminum?
you. There's not a whole lot to see. I'm looking at the fuel. Looks like little things swimming around in it. Maybe
Let me
this is
see.
dirt. It could just be the fill port right
I
here.
thought it was
It's in really
recorded.
bad shape. The rest of it looks pretty murky, but I really want to start pumping it out to look at the diesel in the sunlight. All right, guys, we're about to pump the fuel out of this old school bus's fuel tank, but first I wanted to show you guys this thing I just picked up. Milwaukee transfer pump. This thing was pretty
That's cool.
expensive, but I'm a buy once, cry once type of guy. I've got an
Buy
8.0
once, cry
battery in
once.
this thing. I think we just hook up water hoses to it, and you can see this little impeller inside of here with a sight glass, and it's just gonna start sucking fuel. There's
Interesting.
probably instructions somewhere that say do not suck flammable liquids with it or some bullcrap like that, but we do not care.
I totally fucking explode.
Stick this in,
I don't think diesel explodes very
tank.
well though.
and power. Oh,
Oh my
man, look
god.
at that old diesel fuel.
It is
stinks,
sucking it
too.
out fast. So what do they do with this? What do they do with diesel? I know that you can't just pour it out in the grass, so where does it go?
There we go. This thing is a beast.
Oh, I'm sure it's splashing
Look
on
how
them.
orange that fuel is. It's not nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it'd have a bunch of tar in it.
Yeah, one filter, he could run that shit. No problem.
Boy, look how dark that is. Man.
Oh, that shit looks like Coca-Cola. Oh my god, yo. That looks like a nice, fresh Coca-Cola. Would you drink that? That's actually diesel.
Yeah, there ain't hardly nothing left in that tank.
Bro, it looks like a frothy drink.
And look at how dark that diesel is. I'm not saying this wouldn't burn. I definitely think that it would burn, especially in an old mechanical diesel like we're working on now. There is some sediments and a little bit of tar that came out of there as
Ugh.
well. About 18.5 gallons came out of there. We still got a little bit more. Now I am going to fill this thing back up with some clean diesel. I'm probably gonna put 15 to 20 gallons back in it. And the reason I'm putting so much fuel in it is so that that new fuel will dilute some of the old fuel. I'm also going to put some diesel additive in there to help clean everything up. Now, where is all of that gonna go? It's gonna go right to the filters. And what I'm gonna do is recommend that Matt change out those filters every so often.
Yeah, he's gonna give it to Matt. He's gonna give it to someone.
Side of the tank did not look horrible, but it's not clean at all. Now again, this is not
So
ideal.
someone bought it, and they're hiring him to do this, and he's making a video out of it. The heck?
A cheap bus that, to be honest, is not really worth anything. Most of that stuff is going to collect in this primary filter here, just like we saw before. And of course, you got your secondary to purify that fuel until it goes through the injection
Man, that's
pump.
crazy. It
All right,
goes through
let the
two.
refueling begin.
Oh my god, look at how clean that is, bro.
Man. We just pumped 5 gallons in that thing like it was nothing. It's the little things in life that amuse me the most.
Bro, it
a
looks
Milwaukee
like
pump pumping
water.
5 gallons in
That's how
like,
it's
what?
supposed to
What was
look.
that? A minute?
It didn't look like Coca-Cola. No shot.
And we're gonna pour a little diesel treatment.
Isn't that bad for the
Good.
engine? God damn. Why doesn't he just stick it inside of the actual fuel tank? I guess so there's no, like, backwash. What the heck is the metal
Alright.
thing?
Ooh, that tank is
Backwash
nasty.
as in, like, I guess there's no, he doesn't get anything bad in his tanks.
Ooh. Ooh,
Ugh.
there is tar in the bottom of that tank.
There's
for
a
sure.
lot of tar.
Oh, that's not good. Matt, I think I can get this thing going. I think I can get it going pretty good, but you are going to have to keep up on these filters or find a new fuel tank. I just swap it out. Now to prime this fuel system, we're going to be pumping this bubble here. I've got to unscrew it first. All right, so we're just gonna
What's up with this thing right on
when
it?
this starts to feel stiff and build up pressure, we're going to crack that bleeder screw right there and get all of the air out of the filter housing. I'm gonna crack this bleeder screw real quick. I wonder if this dang pump ain't working.
Yeah, I don't think anything is happening.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, nope, it's happening.
That is not a
Jerking
bleeder like I
it.
thought it was. Cause there ain't nothing coming out of that. Well, I thought that would for sure be a bleeder. Now the Bosch guy I talked to didn't say anything about there being a bleeder screw on this pump, but I just want to make sure that this is not a bleeder screw. Sure seems like it is. Looky there.
I guess a bleeder screw is so that way you can pump fuel through the whole system manually, and then you can see if it's, you know, pumping.
Yeah, I do believe that right there was a bleeder screw. So I wonder if I still have to crack this one. If we already cracked that one, wouldn't make a whole lot of sense to, because that's our return. Now, other than cracking the injector lines, this thing is completely bled. I'm not sure if we're gonna have to crack the injector lines on this particular engine.
Yeah, I
They're
think
all
he's
a little
making
bit
sure
different.
that
For
there's
example,
all,
on my
like,
8.3 liter
fuel.
Cummins turbo in my military record,
Or maybe
has a
it's to get
very
excess fuel out. I'm not sure.
similar looking Bosch pump on it. You do not have to crack the injector lines. So I'm gonna see if that's the case on this engine, and if not, we'll just have to crack these lines, run it, make sure we're getting diesel out of the lines, and we push all of the air out. Then we'll button them back up and fire it up. But for now, let's go ahead and fill this thing up with coolant, and then see if we can get this thing to run.
Damn, they're coming for his
Alright,
ass.
If it ain't one thing, it's another. Why's this always gotta happen to me?
Yep. Yep. Didn't he just fill it? Isn't shit gonna pour out?
Yeah. Oh, what up? I didn't expect you. Here, I'll cut it off. So I mentioned earlier that Matt runs an appliance repair business behind me. So I took that dry rotted hose off, went inside and asked him if he had anything for it. And I don't know if this is gonna work, but I believe this is a washer hose, maybe. The appliance guy
Interesting.
said it's made for hot water. I said, well, what about 240 degrees hot water?
That's funny. He's putting a hot water hose on the car.
He said, I don't know, but let me know how that works out. So, and I don't have much for cutters either, so we're just gonna see how this works out. I do want to remind you guys that we are just getting the bus running and driving. He's not gonna take off in this thing 200 miles down the road, I don't think. I hope he doesn't. For now, we just wanna get this thing running and driving so that he knows it is a good unit. And I think come fall, he's gonna start trying to build it into a schoolie. So at least with the work that we are doing right now, he'll at least be able to crank it up and drive around, move it around the lot as needed. Yeah, maybe I should have said that earlier. We're doing things a little bit differently because this thing ain't ready for the road.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not ready. They just want to make sure that it runs and that it has potential. They're trying to edge the potential. Edge. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice.
All right, I rigged this washer hose up to the cooling system. Now we can continue where we left off and top this thing up with coolant.
Bro, as a mechanic, are your fingers just always dirty? Just 24/7 always dirty, even if you're at home just chilling on your off day. I feel like they are.
Looks like we're just about full. Things are starting to look up. We've only got one more thing left to do before we try to start this engine up and see if all of our work paid off. We got to check the air box, make sure there's nothing in there. I know, it's
The
already
air
sucked
box.
stuff in the engine. Maybe.
I bet it's this thing. It's the filter.
I don't know. Maybe we're lucky. Maybe there's nothing in there. We should just be able to pop this thing off of here.
It's the big air filter. There's ligma in there.
Oh my goodness. Well, we do have a nest in the air box, but thankfully it was over here and it was not able to get into the intake.
Oh, why is he grabbing it?
And the filter doesn't look too bad either. Let's take this off real quick. Here's what's left of a dirt dauber nest.
What are dirt daubers? I see them everywhere.
All right, we should be good there. Stick this thing back on. Now we're just gonna stick this filter back in here.
Oh yeah. And every time I see a dirt dauber nest, there's nothing in it. There's literally nothing in it, ever.
We've done a lot of work to this bus. We freed up the rack. We cleaned up the...
They just like to make homes to screw with people.
Injection pump real good. We took the filters off, replaced them, cleaned up the fuel filter housings really good. We got rid of all of the old fuel in the tank, put some new fuel in it, some treatment. We replaced the batteries. Of course, you can't forget the new fuel hose we put on here. New coolant hose here. We topped off the coolant and we got the injection pump primed up. The fuel system is ready to go. In the morning, we'll be ready to fire this thing up, see if it runs properly, and if it does, we're gonna try to get this thing to drive.
Oh yeah. I think it has like 10 flat tires though.
I did talk to Matt. We're gonna do a real quick oil change on this thing before we go to start it. And after that, we're gonna try to fire this thing up and hopefully it doesn't take off. Y'all like my fancy setup? Got a towel.
That is the cool thing about these.
This is better than a shop
water.
Right here. It sure is a hot day to be wearing a black shirt.
Why is the water so
we've got our oil
murky?
filters right here, and if they're gonna be anything like those fuel filters, they're probably gonna be a pain to get off. But hey, I'm here for it. Oh, look at that. That one just cracked easy. Let's see about this
nice.
one. Look at that, guys.
I think most fuel filters you're just supposed to hand tighten it, and then maybe one crank. I don't think you're supposed to like tighten
man,
it so much.
All right, I've got a bucket right here. I got my gloves on. Okay.
I thought there was gonna be oil.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Hurry.
Oh.
We got some Rotella 1540 T4, and I've got two brand
fuck
new
is Rotella 1540
1797 Napa
T4?
filters. And we're just gonna pre-fill these right quick.
All this dude uses is Napa filters.
All right, we got one going up.
Interesting.
Tighten it up. And we got filter number 2 here.
Isn't he gonna drain the oil first? Or do you not always have to do that? I thought you usually always drain the oil.
We gonna crack our drain plug now.
Yeah.
There we go. I went and grabbed some oil pans.
Yeah, I was about to say, isn't he supposed to put something below it?
There it is. When this starts getting full, I'm gonna have to plug it back up and then switch it out with the other pan. Yeah, never mind, we might be all right. Oh shoot, this is a 23-quart drain pan. We should be good.
I thought there's gonna be so much more oil. I'm sorry, I'm not commenting. I'm just baffled, and I'm trying to let him
this
speak.
Old girl up.
I'm trying to make it as entertaining as possible, like, you know, with my own reaction. I'm not trying to like emphasize or put like extra fake shit, but you know, I'm trying to make it entertaining, but let you watch the video as well, because we're watching it together.
Let's try out this funny looking green funnel I bought the other day.
What the fuck?
Oh yeah, this will work great. Fill her up.
That shit looks like a kid's toy.
Yeah, I really like this funnel. This is pretty nice. And for my next trick, check this out. We got a bag of oil. Look at that.
What the fuck?
Oh gosh, it's heavy. I'm just going to gently set this bag right here, and then you just turn this valve.
That is so weird.
Why ain't it coming? There we go. Oh, there she goes. So this bag, I think, is 3.5, and then I filled the filters up, and then I put the rest of that other gallon.
Why
into
a
the
bag?
engine. Oh, heck yeah, we're right on the mark. Guys, it has been fun, but it is time to get serious. We've done a lot of work to this bus now. Let's see if it'll start up, run properly, and then we're gonna see if this thing will drive. Been sitting 10 years. I wonder if this thing's been sitting longer before it set here. I have considered the fact that it could be cooking oil or vegetable oil that someone poured in the tank. I had Matt contact the original owner and ask him about it, and he said that all he's ever run through it is diesel. I don't know. Let's see if this thing will start up and run.
Yo, that would be crazy. Cooking oil inside of it. I think you can actually use cooking oil.
And I am ready to shut this thing off if it tries to run away again.
Oh. Did he forget to put the cap on? Isn't there supposed to be a cap? How is it running worse now? I think he overfilled the coolant. I think that was the issue.
Oh my gosh. Guys, this thing is running.
It's running. It's crazy that things like this can still run. There's so many things that can go wrong, and it's running. That's crazy, bro. That's insane. And all you gotta do on this shit is just change the oil, the coolant, change a few pipes, put fuel in there, and it's running. And the filters. Gonna blow up.
Heck yeah, son. Everything seems to be fine so far. We need to put this plug back in that injection pump.
It just shuts off as soon as you put the plug in. Man, that's cool.
Does seem like it's surging just a little bit on idle.
Not sure what he's talking about.
There's a quick one right there.
Yeah, I don't know. Not a mechanic. Gonna keep dying now.
Yeah, it seems like it's surging just a little bit.
Oh, they got new
It might
tires
just
on
need
it.
to run for a while. We've got good oil pressure. We've got good temperature so far. Oh, it's idling, surging again. Park brake. We're showing right under 120 pounds of air pressure. Let's see if this thing will go into gear. This is kind of awkward because I don't have a seat. Gear selector's not moving. How in the heck do I get this thing in gear? It feels like the selector's locked.
And it died again.
It died.
That does not sound good.
Man, why can I not get this thing to shift? The linkage is moving freely unless there's some kind of mechanism in this shifter that's locked up. I got an idea. I just so happen to be buddies with an old antique bus expert.
What the fuck? Does this do Pawn Stars? Is it bad for the car to just keep starting it up?
Not good. You guys might remember Thomas Lund from one of my square body videos. I'm gonna give him a call real quick. He used to part these things out like crazy.
What can I do for you today?
I was calling to ask you a question. I know that you're experienced in these older international like medium duty trucks. I'm working on what I believe is a 85 International S1800. It's a school bus. The problem is the shifter feels like it's locked up. I didn't know if because it's a school bus, if there's some kind of safety lock switch or something that I should flip.
I don't remember any safety switches on them. It just, you push the button and pull the lever back or something.
I mean, that's what I...
Right?
I mean, that's what I would think. I guess I'm gonna pull that little mechanism off the dash and see if it's locked up.
Hey,
He
you
was
don't know where
hoping there was a safety thing, so that way he didn't have to take it apart. But unfortunately, he does.
Bush hog, do you?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
I kind of needed me a bush hog.
What'd you do? Did you tear yours up?
Yeah, it's just
Now he's
fell
asking for
apart.
something.
I gotcha.
Okay, well, I'm sorry I couldn't help you.
Well, you gave me the insight I needed. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't no safety, and I mean, that's kind of what I got from you, so.
Okay, take care. Have a good day.
You too. See ya.
Bye.
The engine is shutting off. It is not restarting. Once I get the engine running, the transmission
Yes, sir.
is not going into gear. Like I told Tom, it feels like a mechanical safety that's inside the mechanism that's locked up. I can see the linkage moving
Yeah,
at
because
the
it
transmission.
kind of looks like it's like moving up and down, like something's actually stopping it. Like it doesn't look like it has like you know, something sticking it, so
I don't
it's
think
stuck.
it's the linkage. If it's not the mechanism, it is another possibility that it is the actual shifting mechanism inside the transmission that's locked up for some reason. So first I want to figure out why this thing shut off. I'm willing to bet it's sucking air from somewhere. There's a lot of old fuel lines on this thing. Most of them are plastic. Like I was telling you guys earlier, it does not take much. A little bitty pinhole, and that's exactly what'll happen. It'll suck enough air where it loses prime and shuts off. And I think that's what's happening here, but it very well also could be tar stopping up the fuel lines. I really hope it's not. I'm gonna crack that bleeder screw on the pump and let's see if we have any air inside of our injection pump. Tell you what, we might be able to tell from this primer bubble. Yep, it lost fuel prime. We are sucking air from
so it
somewhere.
lost pressure. It's losing pressure because it's sucking air from somewhere. Bro, he's got... Bro, how did he get oil underneath the fucking
When I tell
kneecaps?
you, it does not take much for a diesel engine to lose prime. You gotta have that fuel system tight.
Gonna die again.
Yeah, Tom acted like there wasn't no safety switch for this. We were also at 120 pounds of pressure in the tanks. If there was a safety switch, 120 PSI should have actuated that switch and allowed us to shift the transmission. I've sprayed this thing down with penetrating oil. We're gonna take it out of here now. I'm
When in
thinking
doubt, penetrate it
something
out.
inside the mechanism is locked, but we'll have to find out.
But why doesn't he chat GPT anything? I guess to make it like more entertaining. Maybe he doesn't believe in chat GPT.
I can see the linkage moving, and there's a little bit of play inside the transmission linkage. I'm probably gonna pull that linkage off the side and then start whacking that handle, see if I can get the transmission to shift on its own. So I'm looking inside this linkage. I'm not sure how well you guys are gonna be able to see it, but I see a little plastic lock releasing. So that lock releasing means that this thing's working fine. There ain't nothing wrong with this. All right, I guess I'm gonna disconnect the linkage from the transmission. Once I do that, I'll actuate this, and if it actuates freely, we know it's something inside the transmission.
Imagine it's actually a safety lock.
All right, first I'm gonna try to pull this pin out of here.
That would suck.
Well, I just broke the pin right off. There we go. Now let's see if this thing will turn. No, it will not.
Right over.
I guess the linkage just froze up. All right, I just went inside the appliance repair business. I've got an idea. I grabbed some zip ties. And what I'm gonna do is zip tie this locking mechanism in the handle shut. Maybe I can do it like this. All right, now don't touch anything. Now that this locking mechanism is pulled up so that this cable can move freely, what I'm gonna try to do now is get a screwdriver on the end of that cable and just hammer the heck out of it until it decides to break free. And this could take a while. I think it may have moved. Oh, crap. Well, dang it. But I was gonna show you guys,
I don't know what he's
we started at
doing.
neutral, and we're all the way down to 2 now. My idea is working. Hopefully we can reset this button. Oh yeah. All right, when you leave it right there. And basically we're just gonna hammer it down until we see 1 on that dial. Oh boy. Fellers, we hammered her down to 1. This thing is officially in gear. Now,
okay, now what?
Back up. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna go back up or not. I guess the cable's gone bad from sitting so long.
Oh, it's going back up. There's probably so much corrosion on the inside of the cable
I rarely ever
that it has
get cables
friction.
to free up, so I'm actually surprised this one's moving at all. Put this cover back on here. I guess I can throw this little light in here while we're here. BradenBuildz Restorations.
There's no restoring this thing. This thing is doomed.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's free.
Doesn't want to go up to reverse.
I don't think it's going. It's free though. Maybe there's something blocking it from going into reverse.
Alright, I'm up underneath there now. The reason you're hearing that is because the system is bleeding off, and now it's getting to the point it's bleeding off enough to actuate that parking brake. So in a second, you're probably going to hear it pop. Unless it already has. I can't tell. Oh, there it goes. Anyways, we're going to try to hammer this linkage upward now. I'm not sure how well this is going to work.
That way it'll go into reverse.
Ah, that's crazy. The
What
zip
happened?
tie popped off the handle and shot right by my face. All right, well, I'm going to have to put this back on the
He's got to go
handle
back
now.
up in there and put it back on.
Oh, would you look at that?
It's in reverse.
The reason the zip tie popped off because we made it to reverse. Shoot, son.
Still not going up.
We made it to reverse. Now we're gonna have to hammer it again.
Bro, this is the
let's
most
hammer it again.
scuffed restoration in existence.
Just like that mechanical injection pump rack, a lot of this stuff, all it needs is some good penetrating oil and a whole lot of
Usually he actually like does a bunch of like crazy technical shit. Now it's just penetrating oil.
exercise.
I mean, I guess because he's not trying to restore it for himself. Like, he's not trying to restore, he's just trying to get it, like, to where it works.
Boy, this cable's hot. There's a whole lot of friction in here.
Yeah. It's crazy how much friction rust causes. Like, seriously. Oh, it's going in.
See if the transmission linkage will move. Oh, gosh. Alright, it seems to be moving. Alright, it's in reverse now. Alright, I'm gonna throw this linkage back on here now. That rusty old pin is stuck in there, so I can't put another pin in it for now. I'm just gonna zip tie.
Bro, holy zip
the
tie.
linkage together.
Holy,
like this.
fucking
one problem
release.
fixed. On to the
Spray,
next.
whatever it's
I
called.
believe this thing is sucking air. If it's not sucking air, it's probably sucking up tar and clogging up the filters. If it's doing that, we're in trouble. All right, I just reprimed the system. I went through and tightened all of the fuel fittings that go to the filter housing. After bleeding it a second time, it for sure has air inside of it.
Yeah, it's sucking in air probably everywhere, bro. There's so many ways it can go wrong.
It's already starting to surge again.
Yep, and it stops.
Dang it.
Now he's pressurizing it again.
I'm beginning to wonder if the lift pump on the side of the injection pump is any good. If that lift pump is not constantly pumping fuel to the filter housing, we could be running out of fuel.
You might be right.
Let's see if that spits out fuel when we go to crank it. Camera fell in the middle of recording that, but it stopped pumping fuel pretty quick.
It doesn't look
had
like it's pumping
maybe
fuel.
2 or 3 really good squirts, and then it just completely
I think it
quit
should be
pumping, and the engine was still
pouring
running.
fuel.
So it could be a couple things now. Lift pump has gone bad, lift pump is clogged up, or the fuel lines are clogged up. Let's take the supply line off now.
Bro, I'm learning about cars.
Huh.
Nothing.
There doesn't seem to be any fuel in there.
It's
So I'm just
dry.
sticking the feed line inside this fitting temporarily and pumping it. And it's creating vacuum, but no fuel is coming up with it. I wonder if the intake inside of the fuel tank is stopped up with tar. I'm gonna spray some brake cleaner down that line and just let it soak.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, it might be stopped up.
Seems like it's stopped up because it's overflowing. Why is he spraying? Oh my god, it's the release fluid again.
Well guys, things are not going our way anymore. I no longer think the lift pump is the problem. I think it's the fact that even with vacuum coming from the hand pump, we are not pulling any fuel out of the fuel tank. What I'm gonna try to do next, I've got my Milwaukee pump here. I've got a water hose that I'm gonna cut the end off of, and I'm going to hook this up to that fuel line. And
Yo, that is smart. He's gonna try to suck it through the fuel line.
I'm just gonna run the pump and see if we can suck anything out of the fuel tank. I did spray a bunch of brake cleaner and penetrating oil in that line, so hopefully whatever is clogging it up has broken up now.
That's
but this is
very
gonna
smart.
tell us if the fuel line is clogged up. We just put a clamp on it, like right here maybe. Let's turn this
Could this
thing
go
on.
bad? I feel like this could end poorly.
Ooh.
Oh my
Pumping out a
god.
bunch of black crap. Look at that. Man.
There's
It is
so much
pumping now.
old shit.
I wonder if we can hook it back up to the filters and see if it'll prime. It looked like dirty black diesel, and then it started clearing up a little bit. Wonder if we broke whatever it was that was stopping that line up free. You know that this is free now. If we have vacuum, we should be able to suck fuel from the tank to the filter
It's crazy how he
housing. Let's crack this
diagnoses
bleeder
like this.
screw up
It's very
top
cool.
and see if we get anything out of it when we go to pump it. If we do, I'm gonna be excited. And if we don't, we probably have the exact same issue.
So earlier when he was pumping it, the bleeder screw is supposed to show that it's overflowing. I guess like it's supposed to show that it's working. And so he thought this wasn't a bleeder screw because there was no fuel coming through it. But the reason there wasn't any fuel coming through it is because the engine was like, the fuel tank was like clogged. Yeah, I don't think he's getting anything.
This thing's getting tighter, but I don't have any fuel coming out. Man, there's just nothing coming out of that hole. I'm gonna pull this filter off and see if that filter's already clogged up. The filter doesn't appear to be clogged up. Obviously, it does have some of that tar inside of there. That's to be expected. One of the
that's
first
an
thing I
issue.
noticed is that it is not full. Yeah, I mean, that feels not bad. So I don't think this is clogged up. I think the problem we're having is somehow we're just unable to pull any fuel from the tank.
The pump's fucked up.
So this right here is the feed line. I just disconnected it again, and I'm gonna put my thumb over it to test it for vacuum. And it doesn't really seem like it's doing anything. I guess we can try to crank it and see if the lift pump will prime this thing up again.
Yeah, no, he's gonna have to like replace the pump or something. Well, shouldn't he close this? Damn, it's not starting up at all now.
Alright, let's see if the lift pump pulled any fuel up. Seems like it did. Look at all that air.
Holy
Hey,
air.
we're primed up again.
So it's creating pressure, but it wasn't pumping before.
So my current diagnosis is the priming pump is not strong enough to pull fuel from the fuel tank, which is why we cranked it. We used the lift pump on the side of the injection pump to pull the fuel, and then we used the priming bubble to prime the rest of the
Or maybe
system.
there's tar in
Cracked
just
the
everything.
bleeder on the injection pump, and we should be good to go. Hopefully this thing will start up and stay running this
Yeah,
time.
there's
At
4
this
minutes
point,
left, so
think
I
what
think it
happened
works.
was we basically just stopped pulling fuel from the fuel tank. If it shuts off again, I'm gonna say the fuel tank is probably gonna have to be pulled on this thing.
Oh, it's running. It's running.
I don't want want to speak too soon, but as of right now, it's running pretty good, and I'm not hearing any of that surging.
So there's no holes. It's good now.
Let's see if this thing will drive.
Damn, it's working. Man, that's a tough bus. And it's starting again. No? Maybe that was just the sound of it idling. Okay, buddy. Okay.
What grade are you in?
Okay, what grade are you in? Yo.
Oh, you're gonna hate that class.
This dude is picking up children in the van. That's the vibes I'm getting.
Goodness. Here, let me help you. Don't fall down, man. Buckle up.
Bro, this is so stupid. This is cool, though. I think he's sitting on a bucket.
Brake check.
Okay. All
What I tell you
right.
about buckling up your seat,
And he's
dude?
sitting
Well,
in
we
shit,
lost
by the
something
way.
back
He's
there.
sitting in
Oh, I
rat
see.
shit.
Something just fell over. I found a seat.
Now he's sitting on a
Have
bucket.
you ever been on a boat before? This is a lot like a boat. Just get your sea legs on, hang tight. We're gonna get you to school.
I don't think this is road legal at the moment. International? No, it's not going anywhere. Bro, he's just leaving the door open. Okay. Alright, no, that's fine. The ornament on the front is pretty cool. He should put that back up there. And he's messing up that grass.
Doing a little bit of bush hogging right here.
Oh my god, bro. Isn't he giving this to someone? And he's just messing it up, bro. That's fire, though. He got it working. It only took an hour and 22 minutes. Well, I mean, 10 minutes of that was me talking. Maybe 14 minutes of that was me talking. I think it needs a highway drive. Like, it needs to go to high RPMs.
All right, fellas, this bus fought me. This one was a little bit more difficult to get running than I first imagined. Final verdict, I think the reason we couldn't get it to stay running was because of the fuel line being stopped up with tar potentially. I think that the brake cleaner and all the penetrating oil we sprayed into that fuel line and then sucking it out with the Milwaukee helped tremendously. But as I told Matt, he's gonna want to stay up on his filters and he's gonna want to consider either pulling the tank and cleaning it or just replacing it completely, because that tar is basically a cancer to the fuel system. I've had it running for about an hour, hasn't overheated, hasn't acted up. I think we're good to go. I have to give a shout out to one of my biggest fans, Scooby. I got this bus running for you. Thanks for watching, dude. That's
fire.
gonna be it for this video.
Fire.
I'll see you guys later.
That's crazy. 300,000 subscribers. Yo, that was a good video, bro. That was a really good video. That was insane. Oh, I can't believe we just sat for an hour and 12 minutes. It didn't feel like an hour and 12 minutes. It was very, very good. That was a fire video. And I hope you enjoyed the video. All of this was streamed live at twitch.tv/Anidevvera. Go drop me a follow.